Got to talk about something important, man. So yesterday I did a TikTok live, and it appears that people really, or women, people in general, look down on the average man, and it looks as though people have misconstrued the average man with the below average man, and this really needs to be addressed. Check it out.
I mean, just in general, right? Because I hear what Cherry is saying, and I get I get exactly where he's coming from. I you I can't. It's hard for me to speak. Like, I don't want to speak anecdotally because this is a general conversation. So, but I want to just be understanding all across the board. We all grew up differently under different circumstances. But do you think that because of how we grew up as children, that should limit the lifestyles that we strive to achieve as adults?
Like it's nothing.
Right,
Like average don't amount to shit. When in your
right.
world, my world, and everybody else's world, average matter because you're average.
Whoops. That's a fact. People swear they run around here, talk down on the average man, when in fact, you average. And I would say if you talking down on the average, those are the low blow you most likely below average. Gotta stop conflating the two. This is important. There's a dangerous misunderstanding happening today. People are confusing the average man with that of the below average man. And it's something that we need to get clear.
Yeah. Like,
Because I
what the
don't like
fuck?
what I heard yesterday, and I don't like what I see on a regular basis when it pertains to the average man. So I talked about this a few days ago. I'm talking about it again today. Average doesn't mean weak.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Average means functional, responsible, normal. Okay? Just on the surface level. The average man works, provides, he survives pressure, he handles life with no applause. This is not failure.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
This is the foundation of our society, of our society. So why do people confuse him with someone that's below average?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
I can name a few reasons. For one of the biggest, social media. It's a high level of distortion associated with living in a highlight real world. You get it? Not REAL, REEL. Everywhere you look, luxury, money, status, perfect bodies, perfect life, perfect teeth, perfect hair, perfect everything. Kids perfect, parents perfect, relationship with God perfect. So now anything that look normal feels like it's lacking. And if a man isn't rich, famous, or elite, etc., people don't call him average. They call him basic or worse, below average. Another reason is loud versus quiet value. Below average men are often visible for a lot of the wrong reasons. They undisciplined, they not focused, they loud about doing nothing. The average man is a little more quiet. He working, building or trying to build, handling his responsibility. You hear me? Just like that. But quiet doesn't trend. So people see noise more than they see consistency. And they assume that silence means lacking.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
And because they are lacking the understanding of what a masculine value man look like. Not all value had to be flashy, bling bling. Every time I come, nope. A man who is reliable, a man who is disciplined, a man who is emotionally stable, and a man that's consistent doesn't always look impressive on the surface. He may not have certain accolades, might not have the flashes, may not look impressive. But those type of traits and those type of characteristics is what build families, businesses, and legacies. People overlook this because they trained to recognize performance, what it looked like, how he look, how he, not stability. And it's another thing when it comes to unrealistic standards. The bar has been raised dramatically in a visual sense, but it's not a realistic thing. Realistically, it's cap, it's an illusion. Now the standard man is expected to be 100,000 plus, goofball talk, peak physical shape, very charismatic, emotionally perfect, no flaws, socially dominant. This is not average. This is more of a top tier illusion. So when a man doesn't meet these extreme expectations that the narrative has placed on him, he deemed as weak, below average. Then people get out here and they do a lot of comparison in the culture. They do a lot of comparison. Comparison culture is what we call it. And they don't measure the man against reality anymore. They measure all men against that top 1% of men. Delusional. So instead of asking, is he a responsible man? Is he stable? Is he respectful? Is he growing? Is he building? They ask, is he the best I've ever seen? Comparing him to everybody. And if the answer is no, they downgrade him. They downgrade him. And a lot of men don't differentiate themselves, if we're being honest. Some men who average present themselves as such, just cool, calm, collected. Maybe don't have a whole lot of ambition. Maybe don't have certain things that the people that's looking, judging, may want them to have. So the lines could get blurred because from the outside, you on the surface, you're not sure of your vision. And at that point, you have to address the lenses that you looking through. So in reality, the average man is not the problem. Whew. He's the one holding things together. He's the one working. He's the one building. He's actually the backbone. Let me ask you a question. What do you really have without him? Because without him, nothing runs. Okay, let's get that clear. So when you put him up against the below average man who avoids responsibility, we got an issue. Because the average man gonna handle his. So listening to all the rhetoric, we have to stop looking down on the average man. And I'm gonna continue to put emphasis on this because everybody not born with a silver spoon, everybody not born with perfect genetics, and no, we gotta stop it. It's people out here that build this world every day. And you got a whole lot of people looking down on him. We're gonna put some respect on the average man's name and stop this confusion.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
So when you can show consistency, discipline, and responsibility, when you have those characteristics, that level of integrity, Put some respect on that. Because those that don't have that eventually fall apart. But this brother getting up grinding every single day, being overlooked. So if you the average man today watching this, understand something. Clearly, you are not below average. You are the baseline of strength. And you still have a choice. You still have a choice. You can either stay average because you're comfortable, not because you're complacent, or you can use that as a foundation to become exceptional. Period. Because the truth is, the average man who decides to level up is one of the most powerful forces on earth. And you run tell them funky hoes that.